the one and only Marlon Chito Vera. There he is. What does he look like today? Okay, he looks pretty normal. It's not too crazy. You've got a little goatee. I mean, it's never the same. It's never. We could go. I want to make a montage of all your appearances on the show. You have never looked the
You
same
should.
twice in a row. It's unbelievable.
I actually just shaved the size just for you.
There you go. Do you remember that moment? Do you remember that
Oh
moment?
yeah,
What the
yeah.
fuck
People
is
was
going
you
on,
you
bro?
were getting yeah. People were talking much shit. So I was just like, what's going on? It's too much drama. Fuck that, dude.
Marlon,
I gotta leave
are you in your
more.
backyard right now?
No, I'm in Glendale. I just finished wrestling right now.
Glendale, where? California or Arizona?
California. Arman Tsarukyan put me in contact with these very high level wrestlers, and I've been coming here every morning and then every afternoon. I keep my training with Coach Pereira back, like I would say back home, so an hour away. But bro, this wrestling is no joke, dude. It's madness, but it's worth it.
Has this happened since your last fight? Is this something that you felt you needed?
Well, I just feel like you always gotta like get out of your comfort zone. You know, some of my main training partners, we know each other so much that at some point the training just become like easy in a way because everybody knows everybody. When it comes to grappling and evolution, I was just looking who's the best grappler right now in the UFC, and it's probably Sarukian is in that top three, top five. So I just hit him up and I say who I can train with, and he point me in the direction with these guys, and I'm here every day.
Wow, so you have no relationship with Armin. You just hit him up out of the blue and asked for some advice?
Pretty much, I'm like,
Huh.
yo, bro, who's the best wrestler I can find in LA? And he'd say, hit up my boy Maxine, and we train all the time now. So simple as that.
And do you feel, I mean, you've been doing this for a long time. Do you feel like a rookie again? Do you feel like you're starting, and learning basic stuff that you didn't know before?
I'll, I'll be honest, man. I normally the guy that helped me with wrestling is a really high level guy, and he brings me like D1 kids or like high school kids at a high level. And dude, I haven't get this rag doll ever. And I go to the best grappling academy, which is AOJ, and I survived, dude. I actually do pretty well, but these fucking guys are built different. Like they're strong, and they're like very athletic, very flexible. Like it's not just like strength and speed. It's a little bit of everything, and I like that. It's almost like you start. It's a new beginning, so it's fresh. Make me feel enthusiastic. Drive an hour every day, but do whatever it takes to win a fight. I'm that guy. I'm that hungry, and there's nothing leaving my soul. I'm just trying to like just stretch everything. I'm like, I want to make it again. I want to get to the round table again and eat the big meal. But this time I want to eat the dessert too. So I'm making the little changes to see if that paid off. At the end of the day, I'm doing everything I can, and that's what is that what it counts. I'm making the days counts. If that makes sense.
I love it. Yeah, don't count the days, make the days count. One of my favorite lines. Your last fight was in August. We were on hiatus, and so I haven't had a chance to speak to you about it all. Now here we are, 2.5 months removed. How do you feel about what happened in Abu Dhabi?
I mean, I like to live with no regrets and kind of like not being bitching about like excuses or like what could be better, what could not. If I have to like say something, I would have said I should have just wait to stick to the original plan. That was come back in November MSG. I will have enough time to recovery. I will have enough time to take time off, give time to my family, and that's the problem when you're in shape all the time. They call me like mid. They call me end of June, which pretty much gives me 4 weeks of training camp. And I just got excited. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm ready. But then I didn't realize I was a little burned, fight to fight to fight. But when you're in shape, you think you're fine. But sometimes it's really hard to check mentally where you are when you're feeling good. And I was feeling good, so I don't have excuses. So I went in there, and then when I was in there, I was kind of like, oh, here we go again. I gotta do this shit. Okay, let's go. Let's fucking get in a fist fight. I got the balls to do it, but it would be healthier if I just take the time off. Just, and when I say time off, doesn't mean party, drinking, getting fat. It means train, but without nothing scheduled. So you can be more creative. You can have more time to think about what you want to do. And I just jumped straight back to camp, and I just felt I just felt a little off. And not to mention that axe kick in the ground definitely moved my ideas a little bit. And I mean, with that point deduction, I probably win the fight. We're talking a different conversation right now.
Right. And just curious about the return. Was there anyone trying to convince you not to come back in August and to wait? Did you ask advice?
I mean, I I'm not the type of guy. It doesn't matter how big the fight is or how big I get. I always call my coach. I always call my team before I accept anything. And I said, like, hey guys, we got present this offer, Abu Dhabi, and then we all agree, like, oh, maybe too quick. But then that's the problem when you're feeling good. Like, I was sparring already. I was feeling good. My body was healthy, no injuries. So it's almost like I just we let the moment and the feeling good emotion just get ahead of us instead of you know what, fuck it, let's just wait, let's do this in New York as we speak, heading to the hospital in Miami, like literally, like we say, we're fighting in New York. So I could take 2 months off. I started training in August, and then go full blast for November. And looking back, I'm like, okay, never again. I won't do that mistake again, because they actually called me 2 weeks ago for a short notice, and I had like 4 weeks to like prepare, pretty much make weight. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I do it January or February.
Oh wow. Can I ask what that was?
It was Sonya Don in Vegas in the Apex, and I love it. It was I got 5 rounds to get him tired and kick his ass. I say, but then I said, like, okay, don't get excited again, because it's so easy to get excited when you're running 13 miles every other week. It's like, I know I can, if you put on gloves right now, I can fight 5 rounds right now. But at this level, at this point of my career, you need to just get everything.
Oh, it was looking so good there for a moment.
We'll get him right back.
It's really getting dark outside. Jeez.
Yeah, are you all right in there?
Have we not found him?
No, we found him. He just logged on.
Okay, cool. Is Zahabi the favorite?
Slightly, yeah.
Wow, Bo Nickal's a minus 1,000 against Paul Craig.
Paul Craig?
1,000?
Yeah, I mean, it's Bo Nickel.
I know, but still, like Paul Craig's been around the block. Yeah, I was expecting like a minus 750, a minus 850, a minus 1,000. I mean, like, what was he? Oh, there he is. Hey, Marlon.
Minus 1,000. That's fucking disrespectful.
That's crazy, right?
I mean, he's pretty dominant.
Yeah, he is pretty dominant.
I give it to him.
So the axe kick, it really messed you up?
When he hit me, in my mind, like, two things crossed my head. Just do the soccer player, I'd be like, oh, my face.
Yeah.
But I also, for a second, I thought he hit me in the chest and it sliced to the face. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to be a bitch about it. And I got mad. I flipped at him. And instead of like, I should just probably took my time and be like, okay, give me 1 second. But it definitely moved my ideas. When I saw the replay, I was like, holy shit, my head bounced in the canvas. And I was like, that can be good.
No. So did you feel like you never quite recovered? Because that happened in the first.
I just fought. At the end of the first one, I got kind of like so mad that made me fought emotional. But also that could be because my head was fucking twisted. Like, when you get hit in the head, bad things happen, right? So that was like when I rewatched the fight, I was like, whoa. After that kick, I kind of like, I was foggy the whole time. Like, I mean, if it would be a clean punch, I mean, I give it to him, but that dirty Brazilian.
Yeah. Was he better than you thought he would be? Tougher?
No, he's a former champion. I was expecting nothing but that. I mean, he's tiny, but that doesn't mean he's not a good fighter. and he fight. He's like all jerky. Like he make you like he don't make you believe. He seems to be fighting really scared backwards with the head in the air, but he just moves so much. Like you know, it's hard to catch those rabbits. So we're, I'm just it's all experience. It's all experience and the learning process. So just taking everything out of it, soak it, and just keep evolving. I mean, I'm in the gym every day. I'm not sacrificing this much for no reason.
He was champ at 125. Now that you fought him, you think he could be champ at 135?
I mean, he could because he got the pedigree. He's already been there, but he's tiny, dude. Like he's like guys like Sanhagen and O'Malley can be a problem, and even Merab can be a problem because he wasn't even able to get me down and control me and punch for punch. Those other guys, some of those guys got even more weight than me, but I wish him the best. I'm not gonna, I'm not a typical hater just talking shit because he lost a fight.
No.
He could do it. He could do it.
Were you surprised Merab beat Sugar?
Not really, man. Fight makes styles, and Merab have a style that he don't stop taking you down and putting pressure. Um, I will, I will say definitely this. I think is a better matchup. I will have a better matchup against him than Sean, and maybe I got a little more of a stroke with a tall, lanky guy. I mean, the MMA math never makes sense.
And so Sean still thinks that he won the fight. Do you see any scenario? I'm assuming you saw the fight, right? Do you see any scenario that he?
I was there.
Yeah. Okay. So
I mean, yeah. I mean, the first time he played I won the fight with the commission and blah blah blah. I mean, yeah, it was fun, but the second time it's like, come on, dude, get a job or grow up from it. Like it's like one time was cool. Okay, the first time with me, sure, yeah, it was a fluke, and God put me, some strength in the fat toe. But now it's like, okay, we're already here, the same shit. Okay, cool, amazing. It's like a comic. You gotta come with new jokes. If not, you just become a fucking dork. But Merab won the fight. Merab won the fight clear, so good for him.
did you like the Sphere experience?
I don't get impressed by a big fucking TV. It was okay. I mean, it was amazing what the UFC did. The move in the background about Mexico, that was beautiful. But I'm not like, oh my god, that's a huge TV. Like, it's not like I'm gonna pay a ticket to go see a concert there anytime soon.
Okay, fair enough. By the way, Merab Umar, do you think it's too soon for Umar? Do you think it's not unfair, but like, do you think he has done enough to warrant this title shot?
I mean, he's definitely got the push of the name, right? And he's been winning. But before Corey Sanhagen, he fought a bunch of newcomers. So if it would be a different guy, he would probably stay in the top 30 pool for over a year. Like for an example, like how many good guys are like trying to get to the top 15 and taking so much time, but because he's part of Khabib's team and they share the same last name, they got a different push. I mean, like I always say, good for them. That's a fortunate place to be. But I mean, beating Corey was impressive, but being able to jump from nothing to Corey is kind of like, if you were to do that to me at the beginning, you're so excited and so confident that might shoot you forward faster. But I really went through the whole grind of fighting newcomers, fighting the older guys, fighting the tough fights. And that's what, like Poirier said, like nothing given, everything earned. So when I see a guy that kind of get fast tracked because they're from a bigger country or something like that, I'm just like, it's hard for me to appreciate that.
By the way, just curious, who do you think wins?
I mean, that's a great fight. I mean, wrestling wise, I will assume that Umar has better wrestling in terms of like technique for technique, but fucking Merab can shoot non-stop. Merab seems like he could get hurt if someone really fight him intelligent, like if someone is not afraid of getting taken down. And Umar is probably not the best striker in the world either. Like he throws a lot of kicks and jumps, but I don't see like a clean striking on him. So both of those guys can be hurt if you are willing to be taken down and not be like just so worried about the takedown.
What do you think of Ilia?
Fuck, man, that guy, he's like he's like a version of Alex Pereira. Like they just seem to be perfect, man. Like it's amazing to watch them just fucking sleep people like that. Like makes me like motivate me to like I want to get better. I want to fucking go back to sleeping people like that. So it's amazing. It's fucking amazing. He's like a perfect fighter.
What gives you a greater sensation? A beautiful knockout or a beautiful submission? Like, what do you get? Like when you see that? What makes you feel a certain way?
There's not even a comparison. When you fucking slap someone out, your fucking dick gets hard, man. It's fucking amazing. It's fucking sleeping someone out is fucking the coolest feeling in the world, dude. I'm not I'm not driving 2 hours every day just to like. I'm driving 2 hours a day to be very good at grappling, but not almost not to use it. But I want to just fucking ragdoll people with one punch. But it's just part of the process, you know. If I get very good at all these, like I mean, I'm pretty good at grappling. I just it's inches. At this level, it's inches. So all this hard work will pay off. But sleeping people is fucking sweet.
When you're going to these practices in Glendale, are you riding in that sick old school car that you got? I saw you got some. I'm not a car guy, but that shit is legit.
Fire,
What is
fucking
it?
fire.
What kind of car is that? What kind of car?
It's an '87 Grand National. Look at that thing. It's fucking sweet.
I mean, look at your hair. Your hair looks fantastic. You look completely different in this photo than here. How long ago are these photos taken?
That's like probably like 2 weeks before the Figueiredo fight.
Look at you. That's
I'm
80.
not gonna cut my hair. By the way, I'm not gonna cut my hair until the end of the year. So it's coming back.
Okay, all right. That's 87. What'd you say? Grand National?
Buick Grand National. That's like top of the cream taste of automotor.
And how do you find that?
Um, I I love the car my whole life, and beginning of last year, I was just one of my friends that he's very well known in the car world in terms of like parts, mechanics, everything. I get to meet him through Mr. Cartoon, and he's the one that helped me finding cars, fixing my cars, or stuff like that. So he helped me find the Grand National and the Impala '96. That another friend of mine helped me found it, and I just love all cars, man. All cars are make me so happy to drive. Like today, I drove my '96 Impala, and it felt sweet, man.
How many you have?
I got the Impala, the Grand National, my F-150 '92, which that's my heart. That's the car that my drive. My dad drove when I was a kid, and my Raptor R. That's just to go over the zombies if something happened.
When you drive the car that your dad drove, what does that do? Like, how does that make you feel?
I just memories, man. Like sometimes I look back and I'm like, holy shit, we're a family of five, and sometimes we go on a road trip for like 6 hours. Like my dad, my mom, I'm sitting on her lap, my brother and my sister on a one-cab car, and I don't remember no one complaining like, oh, it's not comfy. We're just laughing and having a good time. So sometimes you gotta remember those things to stay grounded and stay on the present. Don't let the bullshit and the cloud kind of like take the focus away. And sometimes you're just watching at that car and driving it, I'm like making me remember where it came from, what took me to come here, and what will keep pushing me to go where I want to be.
Do you have a dream car? Like, do you own your dream car, or you still are searching for it?
I don't have a dream car. If this makes sense, I don't like exotic cars. Like
No.
I could get one, but I don't like them. Like it's not my thing. And like I mean, I would probably keep collecting old cars, like few more older ones. Like I want a Fox Body Mustang, like a 89, 91. I want an El Camino 69. What else I want? I want a bunch of old cars, man. And eventually, maybe, like the most exotic I'm gonna get is a Porsche, but that's more like a fun drive than exotic.
You know what's my dream car? This one right here. This is the one I want.
Bro, the Volkswagen, yeah, one of my friends, one of Parillo's best friends, has one in his warehouse.
Yeah.
Dude, that thing is pristine. It's brand new. He has
Oh.
a GT3 RS Porsche. Like, I'm like, dude, you got the sickest and the slowest and the sickest and the fastest, and that's all he has.
Man, that's the one. That's
It's
the one day. I'm not a big car guy, but there's something about like this car that to me is happiness. I just feel like the idea of like
that's it.
driving my kids around in this car and just being like, oh yeah, we're gonna go on a road trip just feels like a good time, right?
And you should get the same color.
Yes, I love this color with the white top and the yellow. It's freaking
Yeah,
sick.
that's sick. My friend is like a light blue with a white top. It's pretty fucking amazing.
And before I let you go, you mentioned something to me last week. I don't know if it's public. Do you have a show now? Are you doing a podcast too?
I have my own podcast, yes.
And what's it called?
Just Chito Vera podcast, nice and simple. You wanna find me, you will find me.
Okay, I'm gonna find you. I'm looking for. And are you doing stuff in fashion too?
I worked for the fashion show a few weeks ago for my friend brand Willie Chavarria. That was pretty cool. Like in front of me, walking the walk was YG, and like 4 people more up was Joy Barra. So I felt like I was next to like pretty important people.
Yes. Look at you. So you got your next thing lined up. When you're done fighting in 10, 15 years, you could be a model. You and Luke
Yeah, I
Rockhold.
mean, I already took his job. I think he's a little too old now. He's gonna kill me for that, but I'm sorry, Luke. I love you.
So in a
But I'm
go ahead.
perfect
Sir.
word.
Yeah.
Tell me.
No, I was going to say in a perfect world, obviously that day is not coming in a very long time. But that's I feel like that's something you'd like to be in, like the world of fashion, clothes, things like that.
I love streetwear, man. I love streetwear. I like clothes. I'm not a big of like designer top to bottom. Like sometimes money can buy you clothes, but style, no one can give you that. And I feel like that's the most important thing for me. And sometimes it's not even trying hard. It's just some people just have it, man. And that's it for me. And I like good clothes, good shoes, and luckily I'm able to be friends with a lot of good people in the industry of both, and get to get a little bit taste of it, and I love that. And once I'm done, I think about my own coffee shop, having my own shit like that. Like I want to live a good life, man. That's all I want to do. But that's not gonna be until I'm 37. So I'm 31, and I got 5-6 years to fucking grind, put my head down, and just try my hardest to claim that goal. But that's the main goal at the moment.
By the way, why 37, not 38, 39, 40? Why that number?
I kind of put that so I can not rush it, but do things better, because sometimes think about it. Fighters at 40 doesn't do too well in the little weight classes. If you're a big guy, I will go to 40, but 135 is not a young, it's not an old people weight cut. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be hard to cut weight. Like some guys went. If we go name for name, like the guys that went a little older, they started getting hurt. I mean, Faber, Aldo. I mean, there's a bunch of guys that they've. I mean, Aldo actually is a young guy. He's not a 40-year-old man. Sometimes I forget, but because his trajectory. But Faber was a little older when he get KO by Jan, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just 135 is not a weight class to fight past 38, 37, I believe.
Okay.
And as of today, thank God my body's pretty good. I check my brain a few times a year, and I'm healthy. I just think 37 will be enough, but we'll see.
Last thing, if it was up to you, when would you like to return and against who?
I think January in LA can be great for me, so I can have my own crowd. But I guess I have my own crowd everywhere I go these days. but LA can be good, or Mexico City if they give you the main event. And I mean, the guy ahead of me is Henry Cejduo. I'm number 6, he's number 5, if I'm not wrong. So Henry Cejduo, Mexico City can be great, or even LA can be great. So
Wow, that would be insane. That would be incredible. You versus Henry?
yeah,
Now you're doing all this wrestling? You're going to out-wrestle him, the gold medalist.
no, well, I will punch him in the face, to be honest, but but we'll see. We'll see. I think that's a great fight. I honestly, the fight that I was really, really wanting was Jan, but then God bless Figueiredo, he took it from me. So, good luck out there for both of those men. But I think I haven't fought Cejudo, so Cejudo will be a great fight. If not, there's 3 rematches I could take, which is Corey, Sean, or Aldo. But I would say the guy that I haven't fought and the former champion might be my best option at the moment, just because he's just a new name.
Okay, let's see how it plays out. I love that idea. Always great to catch up with you, Chito. Thank you so much for the time. You're the man. You look fantastic. Great head on your shoulders. Great perspective. We appreciate you very much.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you too. I'll be in New York next week.
Okay, hit me up. Me, you in action.
Marathon Saturday.
Me, you in action. We'll have some matzo ball soup.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do that.
You're the man. Thank you, Chito.
Okay,
Much
bro.
love.
Bye.
There he is. Chito Vera, the freaking man. Great stuff there, and I would love that fight against Henry Cejduo. Who wouldn't? Thanks for watching this video. Hey, before you go, do me a favor. Hit that sub button. Give us a thumbs up. Hit the little bell thingy as well. Leave us a nice comment or two. We appreciate you all very much.